back at Rings of Power, episode recaps from season 1. Tonight we're going to do episode 3. I realize I have to hurry up. I think I have 5 more episodes to get through, and 3 weeks to get them done in before season 2 begins. So, quick recap. Episode 2. We had Nori the stranger making friends, and Nori's father injuring his ankle. The stranger killing a bunch of fireflies after he forces them into a star pattern. We had Galadriel, and Halbrand out on a raft. In the middle of nowhere, after Galadriel got attacked by a giant fish, he saves her from a storm. And the storyline with Bronwyn in Arondir, where they investigated a the destroyed village nearby. Arondir finds a tunnel underground. He goes to investigate and is captured by something in the walls. So, and that's how that one ended. The other storyline was Elrond and Celebrimbor discussing the rising darkness, and Elrond venturing to Khazad-dûm to meet with his old friend, and doesn't receive the best welcome. Has to compete against Durin in a battle of strength by breaking rocks. Durin forgives him. Basically, he's upset at him because Elrond is, I don't know, are elves immortal? But 100 years to Elrond is nothing, but for Durin, he's upset because Elrond missed out on a lot of life events. And we also meet Durin's wife, Disa. So, let's move on to episode 3. Alright, so what I'm going to do is choke around instead of doing a linear telling of season. I keep calling it season, telling the linear instead of a linear telling a review of the episode. I'm going to break down what happens under the 4 main storylines going on. So we have Arondir and Bronwyn. We have Poppy, her family, and the stranger. We have Elrond and Durin. And we have Galadriel and Halbrand. So, starting out, Arondir. Bronwyn's not in this episode. I don't think. I recall. We'll see. But Arondir awakens after being pulled through the wall of a tunnel last episode, chained, and is now a slave to the Orcs. And they have he and a bunch of other elves and humans slaving away to dig the tunnel, and I don't know if they're trying to find anything else underground too, but basically digging tunnels so they can travel underground because Orcs do not like sunlight. These are not Orcai who can triple the sun. So yeah, here we have Arondir being hauled through and chained up and put to work. And here he does meet up with one of his former allies. He knows them. I think they were in the same regiment hit together with soldiers that he battled with and guarded the area with. So, then get the next scene with Arondir. Yes, they're in the Southlands. Sun comes out, but one of the orcs has to know. Running because it's a little bit too bright for him. He didn't use his sunscreen. Let's skim forward a little bit here. So we have them working together. Basically, they start plotting for a way to escape. And Yeah, they're scavenging for stuff while they're building these tunnels. Then the last part of the episode with Arondir. So it's broken into 3 stages, but this is basically the storyline. Now that Relief Jet staged the revolt, so they can escape from the Orcs. Well, a group of elven soldiers, you think they'll be able to get away pretty easily. So, they spring their plan. There he goes. This little chain move whipping been ahead with chains. And then they start their revolt. Remember, kids, wear your sunscreen. And they start breaking their chains. They bring Orcs bring in reinforcements. Try to get out of the pit. Oh, they not real successful. Arondir knocks down the canopy, exposing. Doesn't matter along the sunlight. And they run. They not like that. Little vampires running away. So, keep trying to escape. Release the warg. So, we all know that is a big ol' wolfhound creature. So, little CG looking, but needless to say, the revolt doesn't go well. His leader digs out of the pit and is greeted by a volley of arrows. And Arondir ends up yanked back down into the pit. And just as they are ready to cut him, they say, keep him alive. We are going to take him to Adar. So here, the very last theme is who we assume is this Adar that they're talking about. Everyone's bowing to him. End of that scene. End of Arondir's storyline for this episode. Adar. Is he the Dark One? Is he Sauron? They don't know yet. But it kind of points that way, that he might be. Let's go to the next storyline. I think we'll do Galadriel and Halbrand. They take up most of this episode. I'll save Nori and the Stranger for last just because they're my favorite characters. Okay, now, with Galadriel and Halbrand, again, last episode, they are being rescued at sea. Let's take it here. They awake. They are aboard the ship, we suppose. Yes, because everything's swaying, so yes, they are aboard a ship. She's alive? Someone healthy? But Halbrand's there with her, get her. So they're given food. And rest. And here we meet. We will meet him, I believe. Elendil. Father Isildur. We will. Well, you may already know about him. What happened. Oh boy. But he rescued them. Not too happy with Galadriel being an elf. But, they get to where they're going. With this beautiful architecture and landscape. Sculptures in the mountainside. Galadriel knows exactly where they are. Halbrand does not. But it is a gorgeous city and land. Or country of Númenor. This shop right here. What a play. Ship going under the bridge. I don't know how much of this was CG, how much of this might be model. Oh, I know the backgrounds and everything's CG, but how much of this Númenor are miniatures? Because we know that these productions are known for their more practical things. Until then they're brought ashore. And they are immediately brought. We're just trying to get our fingers seven before the Queen of Númenor flew into there. The Uplands have cut off from elves. we play, and the elves are an enemy of the people, so that which is why of the delve is in hot water. And then we have a scene of Míriel confronting Elendil for not only saving an elf, but bringing an elf to their land. So basically as penance, he is put in charge of her as her guardian while she's at the island. Lord of the Rings fans, Tolkien fans, the Dwarf fans. Is Númenor the island? Is a country? Let me know, put in the comments. So Galadriel isn't exactly under house arrest. She's enjoying her tour of the island. Horseback riding with Elendil. Slow motion beauty shots of the horses on the beach. Again, details to costuming, even horse costumes. So that goes on for a bit too long. Halbrand, looking for work as a blacksmith. Halbrand is a blacksmith. Interesting. Keep note of that later. So he ends up making some friends. Ending up to no good, sharing the stories. Galadriel checking out the library of Númenor. Gathering information. I think, of course, she's still looking for her obsession with Sauron and possible clues. One of the archivists bring it out and share the symbol that she has been obsessed with for so many years. Along with some information that may prove hopeful to finding Sauron. I just realized that, yes, it's Mordor. This is symbol. Interesting. Okay, so big clue there for her. In the last part of this storyline with Galadriel and Halbrand, she visits Halbrand, who is now in jail because of his street fight. So, still showing some of the wounds from it. I believe that is it for their storyline in this episode. One other storyline in Númenor, I forgot about this at the beginning, but we do meet Isildur, the son of Elendil. Let me show you this entrance real quick. So here is Isildur, working as a crewman aboard one of the Navy vessels for Númenor. That's him. Just some of his concerns or reluctance to do what he's doing. So, we'll get a little bit more into it next episode, I believe. Now, we get to my favorite characters. Unfortunately, I had to wait, probably about half the episode to get here. But on to Nori Brandyfoot and the rest of her village and rest of her peoples. They are introduced in this episode with this kind of bizarre parade ritual. I don't know what you want to call it. Marching through the woods with these weird costumes. Kind of a Wickerbian type vibe or Midsummer type thing going on here. So the stranger better watch out. Even if he did come from the sky. But we have Zadok leading the villagers all around. So everyone's happy, celebrating kind of the end of the season, getting ready for their trip. Poppy and Nori kind of planning things out, how they're going to help the stranger. Nori, of course, her curiosity gets the best of her, so she is going to sneak into Zavok's tent to find some information for the stranger, with Poppy distracting him. So she's able to get some documents. I think it's a map, possibly, or a star map. Then he witnesses the whole thing, what she was up to, and he knows they're moving. Next we see them. They've started the journey. Unfortunately, Nori's dad, his injuries keep him from pulling the cart. Typically with this group of people, if somebody can't pull their cart, they're left behind. But the stranger makes his presence known, and Nori pops out and lets them know he's a friend. So they have potentially a wizard to work as a ox cart hauler. So, alright, I think that is it for that storyline. Yes, that is it for Nori and the Stranger. So, anyhow, that was our quick recap of episode 3 of Rings of Power season 1. Stick around. Hopefully I get 2 of these out a week and we'll get them all done before the new season drops. So later this week, I will be putting out episode 4. Thanks. Oh, and stick around because I will be breaking down who the Stranger is a little bit more and some clues that he's dropping along the way.